Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the RaceKraft Simulations V8 Vets Split 4, and my mic is not working, or is it? Yes, it is. Too many things happening. It's a little bit wet here this evening, boys. I'm John Van Ree in the chat. We have a lot of people already, and in the box we have Mark Dial and Ross Watson from over the other side of the ditch where they're used to the rain. How are we, lads?
Good, good. I thought I'd bring some rain with me. Been away for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been on some extracurricular activities, Ross, I've been hearing.
Yeah, very extra.
Earning brownie points. I didn't realise you had to earn them.
Yeah, I already spent them.
Already spent them. There we go. new rig upgrades for Ross. Okay, so we are at the one and only track known as Jerez. And it is a little bit of an interesting circuit, as we all know. And we might have a quick look at the track map first. And there it is. It's wet.
Pretty accurate.
It is very wet. And let's have a bit more of a detailed look. We start on the start-finish straight, and then we head up to the Expo 92 corner. Very, very aptly named as we go across the crest of the hill and turn right. We then head down the hill into turn 2 through the Michelin curve. And then we sweep through turns 3 and turn 4, where you really got to hang on to the grip. We then come up through Curva Cinto Ponds, and we sweep up there and head up the hill down the back straight. Depending on where you're sitting, it was great vision through there, or it was nothing. So let's see how that one all plays out. We come up to Curva Deni Pedrosa, but as we all know, if we want to flip the circuit here and we go back to the GP layout, it is the famous corner, and that's where Gunter is, of course, a dry sack on turn 6. We then head down the hill again into turn 7, where we sweep our way through to the Jorge Martinez Aspra curve, come around that into the very difficult curve. I think a lot of people struggled there last night into the Angelo Nitro curve. We then come out of turn 9 into turn 11 through the Pacui curve, and then we skip the center chicane, come around through turn 11 through curve Alex Trivier, through the Ferrari curve, another one where you had to get the power really good, and then into the tight left-hander, otherwise known as Jorge Lorenzo curve. Very difficult trick to get into the pit entry there, so we'll see if a few guys fall victim to that one tonight. As we come out of there, we head back down the start-finish straight, under the start-finish line, which is under the massive tower that sits over the track. And it's very hard to believe that that was actually about 4 foot of water sitting under that complex about 5 months ago, 6 months ago. So definitely everyone's saying it doesn't rain in Spain. It does. It rains a lot. As we might take the opportunity, if I can get my clicks right, might take the opportunity as well to have a quick look at the championship standings after round 6 going into this race as well before we look at everything. And Coho Kinzel is still sitting on top of the table. Mike Koroleff sitting in second. Tommy DeWitt in third. Brad Grant, Daniel Schaefer, Jeff Sanford. And then we have Pete Kelleher, Rob Baxter, equal on points with Braden O'Loughlin. Annie Toth, and then David Baldock rounding out those top 10, 11 positions. So it'd be a very interesting one to see how they go here. Going to be a very interesting race to watch, I think, boys. I'll just click a few more buttons in the background here. And I think we can probably turn the rain down now. I think you've probably heard enough of that. And we will have a very, very quick look at the grid as well before we get going here, because no KO again this week. That is going to make it all very, very interesting. So Justin Woods got the chocolates with a 156.879, lines up alongside Robert Baxter. How does the Bax get himself onto the second row? No, I'm not posting that, Zippy. Zippy just sent me something that is absolutely just rank. I am not putting that on the broadcast. Rob Baxter, like, got to say, no, Cirque 2 Reality Charters. He's representing a fishing trawler, a fishing boat. So it's quite interesting that on the wet circuit that the boat is up the front. Tommy DeWitt from WKMP sits in third on the second row. And he lines up alongside the race boat engineer, Daniel Schaefer from Homan Racing. So we've got a speedboat versus a fishing boat in the top 4. We then jump on to the third row where we have Jeff Sanford from Player One lining up alongside Corkscrew Racing, Ernie Toff. And then on the fourth row, we have Vaughan Robinson from Southern Cross Racing lining up alongside Carl Pickering from Pico Industries, sitting in the top 8. That is a cracking effort from him. Darren Walden from Angry Birds Racing sits in 9th on the 5th row alongside Moses Koroleff himself from OSR Racing. What can he do tonight? No KO again. This is a great opportunity for him to knock on the door for the championship. Jumping onto the 6th row, we have Darren Vermey from 1MLT lining up alongside Pete Kelleher from Synergy Sim Racing. Bit of pressure going on as we build down the order here. We jump on to the 7th row. We've got David Leslie, the privateer, lining up alongside Dave Holly from Player One Racing. Kevin O'Neill from We Race sits on the 8th row alongside Jeff Eddy from Team AJR. Jeff would be used to shoveling snow, but not sure how he's going to go driving in the rain. We then drop into the 9th row with Timmy Hall from Player One, lining up alongside the Player One Elsa Primo, the boss himself, Mr. Neil Waters, a.k.a. Bernie Eccleston of Player One. We then jump onto the 10th row. John Van Reef from WKMP lines up alongside Dougie Wright from Old Mates and Sons. We then go into the 11th row. Pete Morris from Fishy Motorsports lines up alongside David Baldock from Dave 37 Racing WKMP. We then jump onto the 12th row. Craig Grace from Quantum Racing lines up alongside Tim Vermey from 1MLT. And smallish grid tonight as a few boys bailed out, pardon the water pun, because of the weather and various other things. And then we jump onto the next row, of course. On the 13th row, we've got Ashley Hall from Role Models, and he lines up alongside Braden O'Loughlin from Frog Leap Juice Racing. Jumping on to the 14th row, we've got Sean Slater from Henry James Racing doing the old come in late and dash trick. I have tried that myself this week, so I'll see how that goes. He lines up alongside the other guy doing the come in late dash trick. And we have the rally driving extraordinaire, Simon Black from OSR, racing in there. Bruce McLeod, of course, was in the sim in the car, trying to show that he can drive a GT3 in the wet, outdoing Sean Vandermeulen. And I'm saying again, he is representing our safety car driver. Phil Whiteman didn't set a time for Team VJA. And then, of course, Darren Friend from Old Mates and Sons didn't set a time as well. And that is our list. So we have 30 drivers on the grid, 20 missing, which is a little bit disappointing, but can also understand how guys will struggle with the wet and thought that would be a roadblock. David Baldock. And yeah, you wouldn't have really been in the way. It would have been an experience, and you probably would have learnt a lot about car control. That is the grid, boys. We've done the grid. We've done the track. We have done we have done pretty much everything we need to do. So, and done the championship points. Any thoughts before we go into this one?
Well, last time we're going to see all those cars.
Last time we're going to see all those cars. Yeah, we've got to watch this from the blimp. As we start clicking a few buttons here to get ourselves all organised. And I'm sure Sean Vandermeulen is out there to give me the sound check. Mr. 1212, Sean. But his word is John's pole job is almost finished. So watch out. He'll be forcing record. Yeah, I might have a bit more free time instead of coming in at 8:20. We'll see how that goes. I can always work a pole, Dave. You know that. And we will continue on and light the wick on this one. And we will see how everybody goes. I am really looking forward to this. Keep an eye on Justin Wood at the start here. He is done really, really well, as we'll light the wick and see how we go.
Good.
A little bit of acceleration. We are gridding. We expect the lights to change.
For a long time.
And he crapped. Woodsy crapped.
Oh, no.
No. That may hurt. Look at that. Sanford in the middle, putting pressure on the Witt straight away. That is a big move early. As we come through turn one, it is very, very wet out there. You can see them looking for grip. It's going to be hard to find. The tyres will be cold. A lot of moisture standing across the track as we're seeing through the first couple of corners. Let's just have a look a bit further back in the pack. Jump on board with Dave Leslie. He's alongside Dave Holly. And definitely a lot of spray already. Going to be hard to see. There's these boys here lining themselves up to get through turn four. These cold tyres, they took 3 laps to come in. What's happened now? I missed the corner, I think. It's going wide, here we go. In the background. So, guys, definitely going everywhere at the moment. Baxter, though, he has let Wood get away. Schaefer trying to run him down. And where is the man contesting the championship? Koroleff's up 2 spots as well. They keep a very, very close eye on how he goes this evening. Doesn't get the nickname Moses for nothing. Putting all the pressure on Ernie Toff. Tommy DeWitt, he's in a thick battle here as well with Schaefer. The gold member himself, Jeff Sampy, putting pressure on behind. And we see Vaughan Robinson in the background there, absolutely loose. He's not scared to put it on the curbs at the moment. So a good little battle early here on lap 1. The field already spread a fair bit though. But Woods is gone. He's 2.8 seconds up the road. but has got a jump start under his belt. And just work our way back. Where's Koroleff? Got to keep an eye on him. He's doing relatively well. He's got Pico behind him. And Koroleff here. The boys talking about the spray on the track. So the first couple of laps, we did have some heavy rain in those first at the start. And then of course, that spray was bloody hard to see. So if you're tucked up right behind somebody, you weren't going to see a hell of a lot at all. Hey Mike, looking fairly controlled here.
Was we starting at temperature in those tyres by about now?
Starting to. Usually lap 3 was when you started to notice it. There's still plenty of standing puddles still on the track. Koroleff goes across. Ooh, just misses Toff. That could have ended in tears. Last time I looked, Moses didn't part the gravel trap. Gets himself going. There's a jump. Lost a few spots there. Justin Wood comes in for his jump start. Very disappointing. Loses that one as well. Jeff Sanford, he's tucked up behind DeWitt. Baxter. Robbie Baxter leading the race.
Clear here.
Finding the puddles as well to throw up the spray back to Daniel Schaefer. A little bit of spray won't hurt Schaefer. Being the baity that he is, he'll just power through it. Baxter just disappeared. I can see now why maybe Baxter did wind up a little bit loose there. Gonna go back. Where's my good mate, Mr. Morris? Where are you? Pete. Here's Pete. Bang into Slater. Into the wall. Say goodbye to the front of the car. Baldock does pass to the Sentry. And poor Pete has to fight his way back from that one. And Baxter has Schaefer tucked in behind. Schaefer having a good look here. Hey, Baxter closes the door. Hey, definitely some battles up the front. Just going to go look for Neil Waters as well. He's in a good little battle here as well. Under a bit of pressure. And Jeff Eddy. And good to see Neil out. Been first part of a lot of last season, but he's back with us this season. There's still some interesting lines being taken by a few drivers at the moment.
Hard to just get out of the straight in front of you, Rick. Ooh.
Neil finds a bit of gravel. Ooh. Very tight moves around him there. Tommy DeWitt into the lane. That is early.
Very early.
Maybe a bit of strat going on early on in the race. Let's just say DeWitt went in early, took full tanks, looking to get out of traffic and then capitalise with a short stop later on. Vaughan Robinson, though, he was so loose all night, driving on the limit and beyond. I think he was having some fun. It's lap 4. Sando putting the pressure on him up into here. Sando up the inside.
Pull it up.
Gets the job done.
Nice.
Now, can he capitalise? Putting the spray, blocking Robinson's vision. Still plenty of standing water on the track. And he's off. Oh, on that green stuff, that is not going to be fast. And facing backwards is not going to be fast as well.
Oh, he's going to have to sit there.
He's going to sit there. There's a few guys going past him here. Gets himself going. He's all right. Jump back on Darren Walden. He's got Justin Woods. So Justin Woods came back out in 8th. So he's trying to recover from that jump start. A bit of side-by-side racing. And same thing again on the limit as Schaefer sets the fastest lap with a 1:58.125. Definitely all happening early on. Only lap 5, still 41 to go. Hard to believe. Concentration levels for these guys quite high. Craig Rose under a bit of pressure. Holding the inside line. Rosie up 10 spots already at this stage. It's a great drive from him. And going back up, Darren Walden. The Angry Birds entry. He's managing to hold off Justin Wood. Justin, of course, our pole sitter, jumped the start. Getting out of the spray. Like a lot of time people think you were blocking someone, but you were just moving to get out of the spray. Nice job getting on the inside there. Koroleff lurking in the background. Back to 10th is Koroleff.
Big pop there.
Some flog. I don't know what Bulldog's talking about, obviously me.
I was going to say, it's not nice to talk about yourself like that, eh?
And you watch next comment, it'll be it's not all about you. I know what's coming next already. Justin working his way back, but Robbie Baxter, he is our race leader, about to start lap 6.
Well, yeah.
Look at him go. Gonna miss the last 2 rounds, apparently. He's going fishing. It's the lamest excuse I've ever heard.
Terrible.
Going fishing or collecting sand? This bloke running in and around the top 5 at the moment. A race win tonight would well and truly set him up for promotion. I think they missed the last 2 rounds. Just saying. Let's jump on with Timmy Hall. Another one of the Player One boys, tucked up behind the boss himself. I know you all start to get worried when you see Player One chasing Player One. Are you right in the action as well? Dougie at this stage doing his best to stay in front of Bulldog. Yeah, a couple of more early stops as well. I'm seeing Van Ree in the lane, Slater in the lane.
Well, did you do that to get out of traffic, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of traffic, fill her up. And then just settle in for a long stint. Look after the tyres as much as I could. Didn't change tyres, so you already had the warmth in them. But that stop. And he goes a little wide, Timmy. Out in the mud. Move along a bit. Darren Walden under a bit of pressure. There's the dominant Dave Bulldog. Cash. There's no cash here, Shervo. And it's off. He's under pressure from Pete Kelleher. Getting dark again as well. So we're going to see a little bit more rain. Is Ernie doing very well? In the background, Vaughan Robinson, let it all hang out. No, sorry, that wasn't Vaughan, that was Justin. Feel these blokes running right on the edge.
Was front three was cleared.
Up on with Darren Vermey. He's chasing Darren Walden. Jeff Eddy in the back. And Koroleff under a lot of pressure from Kevin O'Neill. Go Kevy. These boys absolutely see the track drying a little bit. Hang on to it, Darren. No. Oh, right in front of Koroleff. That could have ended in tears. I think that's one of the commandments, isn't it? Thou shalt not hit Mike Koroleff.
Yeah.
He gets it going though, doesn't lose too much. Jump back with Ashley Hall. He's battling with Dougie Wright.
He's on him here.
A few battles all through the pack. He's going to go back with Kevy O'Neill. Right. You can see him tucked in that spray. It'll be hard to see, find your braking points. But he's getting right on the back of the Mustang in front.
Oh no.
No, Kevy. Oh, he's kept it off the wall. Lucky boy. Ernie Toff. He's got Kelleher trying to find a way past. Plenty of battles all round at the moment. Oh, definitely. Oi! Same thing again. Woodsy in the background there, right on the edge.
Letting the boys know he's coming.
Oh, he definitely is. Going to go a bit further back. Rosie, he's putting pressure on Dave Leslie now.
Ooh.
So I think a few guys now starting to get a bit of confidence and starting to have a bit of a dip. Looking at the car body language.
I see the rally champions up 12. Must be loving the work.
Must be.
Just like being at home.
And Rosie. There's Neil Waters behind. Simon Black catching this group. He's 6 seconds back though. Still plenty of spray. Still plenty of standing water as well. And he's a bit deep into the corner. Car in front was deep as well. I think Rosie's just followed him through. That's let Waters through. As we go back to this Toff Kelleher battle for a minute. Jump on the back. Woodsy's caught up to this group as well.
Oof. Have we got DA?
Oh, no. There goes the broadcast.
Hello, David.
Hold on.
I just thought I'd check in and see what was happening in here.
Nothing.
I didn't see at the start. Where are the championship standings? Where was the Baldy versus the Van Reek?
Baldy was 28th, Van Reek was 26th.
I'm pretty sure Baldy was
really-
11th.
We don't really care. You know that?
I think my fans do.
Right,
Your OnlyFans.
I'm going to go out and say this. If you're a fan of Baldock, put a big thumbs up in the chat.
That'll be Will Wilson. That'll be Shervo Jones. Shervo, you better put a bloody thumbs up.
We do a thumb down.
Oh, here we go. Woodsy making a move.
Oh, what a
Oh, Ross, you suck. You suck, bro.
Oh, great move by Woodsy there. You won't be back next week, Ross.
Oh, that's gold. And Johnny, did you see my message that you flog? If you looked at the message above it, it was Shervo saying who was the person up in 4 positions, which was you. But that's all right.
Oh, Shervo's not a flop.
No, he said who's the tip rat up 5 places in 14th, and I said some flog, and it was you.
Nah, never.
Unbelievable.
Never. I'm in 23rd. I can't be me. Yes, Phil Whiteman. Love it.
Adrian Zeal, how? Oh, you put a thumbs up. Oh God, now I'm getting in trouble from the wife for being so loud. Thanks for that.
That's all right. So, how did you find the wet weather, Dave?
I found it disgusting. That's why I was second slow. I'm so loud because I'm on the broadcast and I got to talk loud to talk over John Van Ray. See, now I'm in trouble. Thanks for that.
Hi,
Yeah.
Kathy.
No, it's all right. I've shut 2 doors. Kathy's Pet Portraits. Just remember that, guys. I thought the rain was hard. I loved it, but it was very hard work.
Yeah, it was definitely challenging.
I'll tell you what, Schaefer's starting to put some pressure on the backs.
Phil Whiteman, what have I ever done to you? Unbelievable. Don't think
I
I
can
held
feel
you
you
up.
dead to me.
Damon Fish is very confused.
Yeah.
Oh, Dougie Wright's giving me a thumbs up. Even after
Dougie?
the incident. I did apologise to him. You hear that, Baxter? I do apologise.
Baxter here in front. Look at Baxter here, mate. Baxter's got P1 against his name at the moment.
No, he's got this in the bag.
Look at him go. Just an average day out on the fishing boat for Baxter.
I'll tell you what, for such a wet, slippery track, there were some unbelievably good battles in there. These two were battling unbelievable. Tommy and Sanford were so close the whole time. It was awesome to see.
I think
How are you
Baxter might
watching
have
that?
an
That might
advantage.
explain why your driving was so slow. You're too busy looking at everyone else.
Yeah.
I think Baxter's got an advantage. He's got a rudder.
Yeah, I had a tiller, so it didn't really help me.
Nothing will help you.
Wait, we had a spotter for you last night to try and help you.
You had a spotter too, and you still didn't get a win.
Sanford, you're a fellow South Aussie, you bloody clown. Even though you go for the wrong team. Not that we talk about football at the moment.
Surely
well,
Sanford.
they get that.
Surely Sanford's not a Port supporter.
No, he's the opposite. That's why I said he goes for the wrong team.
Yeah. One of
He's
Drake's
actually
mates.
on the top of the ladder.
Robbie Baxter's
Ain't
still
it on
under a bit
top
of
the ladder,
pressure.
no?
Yeah, everyone knows it's almost basketball season.
Tommy DeWitt, he's recovering after that early stop. And where is Mr. Waters? He is absolutely howling around the track. Of course, if you need any sim gear, get on to Player One. Very long-term sponsors of the league. And very accommodating. A lot of guys get a lot of help from Neil and the team at Player One. Has all of the good toys as well. If you're looking for sim gear, have a chat to Neil and the boys. I'm sure they can help you out.
You're the 40-year-old that looks like he's 20 when you see his reviews.
Who's this?
Neil Waters, you watch the reviews that he does and stuff, and he looks like he's 25. You sure you've checked his rego?
I read it, checked his license. Yeah, Jeff Eddy with an early dropout didn't help the cause. Some say his internet's gone downhill since he got a new friend online.
That's my best mate, Jeff Eddy.
Oh, Neil. Oh. That's an unsafe pit entry. That'll be 40 seconds, stop and hold. Thank you very much. Ching, ching.
He wasn't using a player one steering wheel at the time. He was using something else.
Using yours.
He was trying something else out, and yeah, that's what happened there.
He's using your wheel at the time, you're saying?
What do you mean? I'm in 100th place at the moment, going well.
Where are you, Mr. Bulldog?
Hey, where is this inter-championship?
No, I was on a different strategy.
What do you mean? How much did you put in that first stop?
I filled it to the brim.
Yeah,
I filled it to the 70% that the subreg said. I don't cheat. The funny thing was, I pitted early, so that way I'd be out of the spray, and then I came out right behind Braden.
And you followed him off the track.
Yeah, it was so easy to do that. You follow the person in front, it's like he's going, oh no, that's right.
At least your wipers worked.
Yeah, I'm using Dave 37 wipers there. Thankfully, I wasn't using WKMP ones.
Oh, Mr. Baxter! Alright. Where'd he come from?
That was the thing about filling up early. It put you in the range of the leaders.
Oh, hang on to it. Don't talk us through a lap, Dave. Talk us through a lap.
I'm not talking you through a lap.
Oh, fine. I'll go to Baxter then.
I'm 5 bourbons in. I'm not talking you through a lap.
I can talk you through your lap. No, Rob. No. I think the boat's been beached. Gets himself going. He's still got Vaughan behind him now.
I let Baxter through nicely. I thought I'll do the right thing. Because I didn't want to have to apologise to him. And then he does that. Or was he letting me through? Felt sorry for me.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Yeah. Didn't want to get in the way of the championship.
Did he apologise for passing you?
No, I haven't heard anything. Not surprised. He's not going to watch this, is he? So I'll be in more trouble. You think I'm in trouble with the wife? That's nothing compared to what he's going to give me.
Did you just feel that bus just drop over you? Lap 13 here.
You say bus or bust? I don't know. I thought Gunter was here for a second.
God bless him. Look at this, he's on here. Vaughan is putting the pressure on. Baxter into the lane. Oh. Someone dropped in and dropped out. I didn't see who that was. Hang on to it, Vaughan.
I wish I was as confident as Vaughan Robinson during this race. He just was absolutely giving it the full beans and didn't care. That looked fantastic.
More on edge than a night out at the Espy. Vaughan absolutely gave it everything. It's impressive to watch.
We got to throw him at hand.
Phil, jump in, mate. You're welcome. Jump in.
It was the days of Thunderline, wasn't it? Loose is fast and on the edge is out of control. And,
and Vaughan was both. Here we go.
Well caught.
And if you watch his trace line, he's probably full throttle the whole time there.
Yeah. It was very Hoffy-ish. Like Hoff always drives to that big slip angle around corners. Then in the wet, that's just gonna be even more loose. Like, look at that big slip angle coming in, holds it, gets it out.
Yep.
And out of control again.
Jeez. He was channeling his Van Gisbergen, and he was just putting on the grass there to cool the tyres down a bit more. Thought they were getting a bit too warm.
Probably say, kind of looks like you riding a horse, but yeah.
Wow. Thought we were over that. Never.
Tommy DeWitt just gets past
Never.
Pickering. Let's get back on track here. Lap 14. I missed a couple of things, so they're all right. I'm not going to worry about them. Let's go back to O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin Bulldog. He's a bit in front of
Bet
you.
we never missed any of your passes though. We always get them.
Nah, not all of them.
Few and far between.
It's usually when I pass you. Any time into the lane.
I should get them.
Nice to have you in, Dave, anyway. You flog.
Yeah, very much so. But that's because the people don't want to have to listen to
hang on.
that.
No, Happy Gilmore's back, you jackass.
That's it.
So O'Loughlin here, he's a man on a mission. He's got Bulldog 4 seconds behind him. He's got to get out of here. Let's see if we can open his gap up during this lap. He's got it out to 4.9. He's pulling away. Back to 4.8. Looking in control, looking composed. Another one, a fellow of your compatriots, Mr. O'Loughlin Ross.
Is he?
Yeah, another one from over the ditch.
Ma'am.
Won't hold that against him like we do with you. Looking composed though. He's finding those just off the apex, not getting too close to the ripple strip. Nice car control. Looking composed.
Yeah.
You know this is going to end in tears.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it.
I've watched a few of these broadcasts before. I think I know what might be coming.
Oh, I was giving everyone a bit of airtime.
Hope the sponsor's out.
And that's a bit juiced into the wall.
Lucky the pit lane's right there.
And he should have
Central.
gassed it into the car. But anyway, had the opportunity. Failed. Vaughan Robinson into the lane. Pico. He's in the thick of the action. He has got the boatman beside him at the moment. A bit
Don't
of
hit
action
him,
here.
Pico. He holds a grudge.
Does he? Just apologise.
I'm sorry? What did you say?
Nothing? All happening. Pico doing really well. Whiteman behind now. He's up 20 spots, but he still has to stop. Dougie Wright has to stop as well. Might just throw up. Hit the lap. So, just so everyone can see who has stopped and when they stopped. Bit of a shuffled one out here. $43 people out watching in the chat tonight. Make sure you get involved. Baxter just disappeared. Hopefully he's coming back. Hopefully he's
46
coming
people in
back.
the chat. Make sure you go onto Facebook and like Dave37 Racing Facebook page. Is that what you were going to say, Johnny?
No, I was going to say Rob just disappeared.
Didn't come back.
We just lost Rob. Rob just discoed.
No.
Oh, so sorry, Rob.
The boat just sunk. The Titanic has gone down.
Another crew lost at sea.
Another one lost at sea.
That's devastating because he was having a, like I said before, he was having a cracking race.
So the boat leading at the moment is our mate from Omen Racing,
Sprint racer.
the speed racer himself, Daniel Schaefer. He's out in front.
Wow,
And
long way.
by 10
Racer.
seconds at the moment. I'm sure there's a big long line out the back and Justin Wood is just skiing behind. For those who don't know, Daniel does a lot of ski boat racing. heavily involved in that. Very interesting, the type of engines they put in the boats and the speeds that they do. Talking about things like the Southern 80 and the Hawkesbury River bridge to bridge. Pretty fascinating stuff to be involved in, and Daniel, of course, right in the thick of it. And here he is at the moment with P1 against his name, right in the thick of it. Definitely knows how to drive a boat, definitely knows how to drive in the wet.
I like how Will Wilson's commenting that.
Now, of course, Will Wilson, W2 Motorsport, unveiled last week, of course, their two new drivers. With Bruce Galloway and Darren Freer, both not racing tonight. Rumour has it he couldn't afford David Baldock.
No one can.
That was the rumour. Schaefer well and truly in control. Going to go back to Pete Keller. He's battling away with Ernie Toff. Lap 17.
You brought this up last week too. Are you trying to get rid of me?
No. He's trying to value
That was
you.
convincing. That was convincing.
You gotta lighten the load sometimes, don't you?
Well, it's not much weight, is it?
Right.
I put the photo up. I put the photo
He
up
hasn't got
last
many
week.
trophies hanging off his back though.
Put the photo up last week. There wasn't much of him.
Yeah, that's true.
And he got beaten by Marty. That was the weird thing. Of course, great to see the Chook Raffle t-shirts getting out there. If you want one, get onto the LCG page. As
Support a fellow
Darren
driver.
Walden just let Kelleher through. Continuing on. Ernie Toff, lap 17. Ernie doing pretty well.
Anyway,
Yeah,
having his zero incident race.
Well, good luck.
Incidents in this race?
There was bugger all incidents. Oh,
No, I mean incident points, fun points.
fun
There would
points.
have been a few, but as in race steward.
No, I know I had to back off the last 5 laps. I was running out. Just in the last 2 right-handers, I kept fucking dropping the tyre off.
There wasn't too many in trouble.
There's no point having fun points if you don't use them.
That's what your neighbour Jared says. Might explain where your pace is coming from.
What pace? Have you seen my lap times?
Well, you're up 4 from your starting point.
No, I can say a different strategy than everyone else. It's the only thing that's saving me right now. Go on, chime in, John. Oh, not different than me.
Well, as you know, Dave, you've got the next 2 weeks in the book. So it's all over, Red Rover. It's all yours. So congratulations on season 24, mate. It's all yours.
Another one.
You can make that trophy even bigger.
Not going to get your head in
I-
one, yeah.
I don't make the trophy bigger. It's AI that does.
Oh, now you're being bloody complimented for your Van Ree impersonations.
I think it was pretty spot on as well.
Oh, a little bit wide, Darren. Opens the door up for Ernie. Continuing on. Pico, he's in the thick of it as well. He has Kelleher right up behind him.
Is that Pico? Oh, I might just drop in for a race because I've been away working and
I'll
be
tell
up
you
that
what.
high.
I'll tell you what. I watched his Facebook. I had a look at his Facebook page. Watched his reel last night. Mate, I've never seen a guy grin from ear to ear as much as he did after last night. He loved it.
Yeah, well done. I sent him a message. Not to say sorry, Rob. Don't get excited.
These two boys having a ding-dong battle. What I'm going to do, since you won't do it, Baldock, I'll do it myself. Let's jump on board.
Don't do it on me.
So here we go. Into turn one, back it off into third, roll it through. Looking after the tyres at this stage and getting the announcement that we've got safety car boards and flags, and our RC had pressed the wrong effing button. So I think you were about to go into the lane, weren't you, Dave?
I was.
You know, it comes through turn three, you got to feather it through nicely, balance it into four. A bit of grip on the tyres, tyres are hot at this stage. You can roll it through nicely. Just feather it out a little bit, she was starting to step out. Now into turn five, into Cedo Ponds. A little bit of reverse camber here, so you've got to really feather it. A little bit wet, the back wants to step out. Still a little bit of moisture on the track. Get it straightened up. No one in front of me, so I can bloody well see everything. It's great. Coming down now, get past under the bridge, onto the brakes, pull it up, get it down into fourth, third, second, rotate it around. Don't want to be too close to the curb. Get it out nicely on the gas. Continuing on now into fourth, try and feather it, stay off the curbs those a little bit, don't go too wide, nicely outside there. This guy can drive. Then into third here, look at it go, off the curb again. It's great when you don't have to hit an apex. Now, the water over the track here, you've got to be careful to plan your opposite across. This corner was probably the toughest one to get right, being one of the flat reverse camber corners on the circuit. Onto the gas, into third. Stay off the inside puddles. Nice, don't want to be on the green stuff on the outside. Get it running again. Now we need to just get the power up, rotate it through. Don't want to drift too far out. Nicely keep it off the green stuff again. Nice ripple it across, take it out a bit wide. Into the final corner, pull it up nicely, back to second, and around we go. Careful on the acceleration here, it's very wet. Don't want to flip the arse out. Get it going, not too much side spin, trying to look after it. That was a shit gear change, that was Baldock style. Continuing on down into turn one, stay off the puddles, in the cross, back into third, and that is a lap of Jerez.
Did you check the laps? Times for each lap and make sure you picked your best one?
That wasn't my best one, as you heard by the gear change.
There wasn't a Madison down gear change, that one?
Nah. It's lap 20. Go find our good friend Mr. Woods. Where is he?
He just come out of the pits. He's pitching.
He's come out of the pits. I am absolutely blind. There he is. And a little bit of a flick there. Trying to get her under control.
Of course,
he's obviously done a tyre change here, so they're cold. So they had to be so careful. They had to be so careful
when they're cold.
Trying to feel his way around. You can just see how loose it is.
One way to get tied to.
That buff duck is the flamingo, Mr. Wilson. See, that car is loose, right on the edge the whole time. So Woodsy just showing those cold tyres out into the gravel. Here's the man that was on pole. Going to go back looking for a bit of a battle. Pete Morris on the hunt in front here.
Now he'll get that vlog. What was that saying, the number plate? Baldy versus Van Reed champion. Oh, nice.
I don't know, mate. He wasn't there long enough to read it. Hey, looking composed. We're going to come back at him now, or what?
It was too weird being out there and being able to see. I didn't like it, so I thought I'll get back behind a spray. That's better. What's the point of having a rain race if you don't have some spray in front of you? So I thought, yep.
That's a nice gear change.
Oh, that's the
Another
gear
nice gear change.
there.
Look at that one.
Spot on.
And that one, we found 6th. Jesus, didn't know you had it.
Yeah, going back to second for the extra turn. I was too scared for third sometimes.
You always go back to that extra gear down lower than everyone else for that extra turn.
Yeah, I do.
Got to listen to Blake, my friend.
Right, I'm gonna say something that's gonna get Mark all excited, but yeah, with the setup, I like that extra turn. Sorry. If we could adjust the roll bars, it would be great.
You don't want to go there.
No, I know, I did. I felt bad for it.
Now you went the wrong way. You've opened the door.
And you
Baldy, let's
might as
go.
well walk through.
Let's go, Baldy. Come on. Oh. Pete. Almost took out Darren in front of him.
You look at this, Pete's going, what did it say on Baldy's number plate? I might go back and check that out. So there you go, he's come back around and thought, I'll have to read that again. Pete, I could have just taken a photo, mate, and sent it to you.
Woodsy's in the fence. Woodsy has hit the fence there after turn 12. A little bit happening around the place at the moment. Darren Walden, I think he may have also had a bit of an incident as well. He's down a couple of spots from where he was.
I think you find about now, you're going, we're not even halfway through, what the hell?
Definitely plenty of action out there, and it's off, keeping the pressure on him. Oh, hello. No worries, Jeff. I'll let Border Force know it's coming. And I hope, Jeff, you charged him for all the accessories as well. Just remember, your wife said you can buy it, Bulldog. As Walden goes off.
Thankfully she doesn't watch this. Wow, Luke Ullman, that's a bit personal, isn't it?
Itsy bitsy teeny spider size, Luke.
What are you saying about poor Jeff?
No. Of course, if you are out there in the Acura and Harley dealership watching this morning, your wife did say you can buy the Harley with all the accessories.
And please buy it so that way Jeff can sort out his internet. Although it's the first time he had a dropout, but help the guy out.
Dave Holly in the lane. Tommy DeWitt sitting in second at the moment. For a small fee. I know what it is. I can tell everybody.
Because Baldy's just a child.
Yep. Pete Morris doing well. We are on lap 23. So starting to work our way through, halfway point.
It's an autographed picture of Mark Dial. That's what it is. Picked it up from the States.
Well, you'd be on at that. Well, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be racing Thursday night.
Wow, here we go. Should we do a little bit of history, Mark Dial? And I could probably go back to the message and find it where Vets actually had a picture of my car as your cover picture when I wasn't even racing with you guys at the time. And I said, oh, I like that picture. And you said, oh, yeah, maybe you should come race with us.
That was
it was a PRA car.
Imagination.
You
It was a
made,
PRA car at Sebring when it was in white.
you sure it wasn't James Scott or Brady Myers' car?
Oh no, it was mine. I reckon I can find the message too.
You did say you made a lot of mistakes in the early days, like doing coda at night.
Yeah. Put Jamie in charge of the setup.
Didn't take long.
I walked into that one.
Well, yeah, it was a mistake, but let Dave Bulldog in. Geez, that was another one.
It blows up. Is it a stool? No, it blows up.
Are you in the top 10 here, John?
What?
Well, they're up 10 as well.
Nah. Misreading shit there, Roscoe. Dave Leslie here, looking quite good. First face. There we go, that is true. The Hairy Cedo was the first face on Adrian Zeal's bonnet.
Yep.
And he raced
That as
it well. Raced it well. Raced it proud. Let's go back. Kevy O'Neill. He's in the thick of it as well. Got Dave Holly chunting him down. Sanford into the lane. Tommy DeWitt. He's a fair distance behind. So Sanford pitted on. Schaefer pitted on 12. DeWitt pitted on lap 3. Righto, for everyone who wants to know, you know you can get bobbleheads? Baldock got a bobblehead of himself. There we go, that's what it is.
No, it's a pop vinyl of me falling off a horse. I thought I'd buy the only one so that way no one else could.
A bit of a move here in front. That looks like it is our good friend Mr. Rose. Want to put a move on Timmy Hall, DeWitt in the background. Lap 25. They're starting to get lap traffic into the game now as well. Make it even harder, of course, with the spray and everything else. Of course, interesting talking to a lot of people post-race. It seems that the fixed rain for the whole session was quite good. There we go. Will Wilson made a bobblehead of Baldock himself.
Got more fans than Sophie Rain.
DeWitt into the lane. Let's see what his entry looks like. Not too bad. Schaefer well and truly in control of this at the moment. Of course, about as many turns as in the Southern 80 as there is here at Jerez. Poor little bloke skiing out the back. He's doing quite well. Of course, his view would be something like this, except down at ground level. So Daniel absolutely in control, driving really, really well. He should be pretty chuffed with himself at the moment. And of course, we're on lap 26. Where are you, Baldy? Back here.
Just for the record, my car was on the V8 Veterans page as a cover photo on the August the 11th, 2019 in black and white. And it was my white PRA car.
Your white PRA car.
Yep, and that's Rod Lynn, my teammate alongside of me.
You are really the stats man, mate.
You're going to have to prove this. You have to stand with it.
Go into the V8 Veterans page, my friend.
Since then, I have changed computers about a dozen times. So
it's on Facebook, mate. It's on Facebook. Go on V8 Veterans.
If it's on
Go
Facebook,
into-
it probably means it's the biggest load of shit going.
Go into cover photos, and mine is the first one. The first cover photo that you clowns used. Gotcha.
We'll reckon who has the poster on as
Yeah.
well.
Clown.
well,
You know who the clown is? He comes from South Australia.
I'm pretty sure there's a song and it goes, "Go Baldy, go Baldy."
I'm a bit
And if you-
worried.
if you- and if you ask-
I'm a bit worried about this.
And if you ask Jeff Eddy, Brett Michaels sung it the other night. Went, "Go Baldy, go Baldy."
Oh, go Tommy! Tommy's in trouble. Hang on to it, son.
Tommy.
Hang on to it, son.
It was my singing put him off. Sorry, Tommy.
Yeah, well and truly. Where are you? Here he is, here. Can't you sing now? Come on.
Oh, I'll tell you.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
Oh, and I've absolutely got you too, because August the 11th, 2019 was when I was on the cover, and my first race was the 11th of the 6th, 2020.
11th of the 6th, 2020.
Yes, was my first race in vets. So where are you going to go now, Mark?
What season was that?
Well, I must have been
season
pretty
4.
fucking drunk. Could have
Season
played
four.
that with someone.
Yeah.
You were chasing me.
Yeah,
You were
my-
begging. You were begging for me to go in your lead.
my first race was the 18th. Round
Oh,
after.
yeah, that was my second race. Yeah, in Talaga.
Anything Tommy can do, Baldy can do better.
I thought that was the way. Tommy said, "This is a faster way around the corner. Try this." So I tried it. Come, Tommy, you've let me down again. I don't need your help to look stupid, Tommy.
You boys.
So, Mark, how does it feel that you chased me down? That you saw how popular I was going to be for the league, and you thought, "I've got to get this guy involved."
Smooth
That's
operator.
That's
I
right.
would
You
not
got
have
nothing.
chased,
You
to be
got
honest with you, I
nothing.
would not have chased a South Australian down.
Well, you did. The proof is there. So glad I came on tonight, John.
You know, you just, all you're doing, Dave, is proving to me that South Australians are still freaking Tasmanians can swim.
So what you got to tell me now, Marky, is who do you hate more, Jamie's setup or me?
Sanford, go the gold member. Gets past Tommy DeWitt. What a move.
You're
And
sitting on
Pico
top of
in
one
the
another,
lane.
equal first.
Walden peels off, gets away from this battle here. DeWitt, of course, pitted on lap 25, so he'd be out there on cold tyres. Sanford pitted on lap 24, so he'd already have some heat back in him.
Schaefer up to 32nd lead. That's huge.
Yeah. There's still a long way to go though. Only lap 28 to 46. Doesn't look like this weather's going to clear anytime soon. So you can see that view. We're right up tucked in behind, you don't see much.
No.
Tommy a little bit deep here. Sanford looking very under control. Walden and Morris in the lane. Let's go and jump on with Vaughan. He is trying to hunt down Schaefer. A little bit of lap traffic in front.
I think I'll have to speak to our media manager and get into archive this shit back there.
Delete.
Yeah. Never was there.
Or was it? You got to look. He made you look. Nice work, Baldy. Robinson trying to get past here. A bit of lap traffic. Gets it around. Of course, Southern Cross Racing. And driving well. Some other Muppets going in the pits.
No, there's short fill for that one.
Yeah, it was only short fill. Short fill, set of tyres. Part of that strategy. I think Koroleff had done the long fill and tyres in the first one. And then the short fill and no tyres in the second. So Schaefer in. Gets in the lane nicely. And we're going to see another new race leader maybe. Coming around through Ferrari. Looking very settled now. Probably driving a little bit more within himself. Of course, a lot of these boys getting a lot of coaching from Michael Stewart on Monday nights. If you get the opportunity to jump in, I highly recommend it. I know the boys do videos of it as well, so if you don't get there, definitely would be the place to be.
Ooh.
Good news, I'm back.
Back again.
I know you're missing me. Mark was getting ready to invite me back again.
So you missed the whole conversation I was talking about. Seeking your opinion. You went quiet, so we took that as a no.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was getting the wife a drink.
It's all about the wife, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I thought it was about the cover of
I don't want to be in
season
trouble.
24. Season 4. Koroleff is in the lane. So this is a quick stop from Mike. This is just basically very, very quick in and out.
Gunter style.
Gunter style. Spoke to the great man himself during the week. Still not quite sure. I don't think he'll be back next season. The season after that, he'll definitely be back. He's already on the wait list for that one.
Well, good to have him back.
Been very, very busy boy. For those who don't follow him in the social world, has been doing a lot of car testing, learning about electric vehicles, driving them between Brisbane and Sydney and Gilgandra and all sorts of weird places. Definitely seeing some great parts of New South Wales and Queensland. But there's not very many charge stations. And still, of course, doing a lot of his driver coaching stuff as well. So busy lad. So Schaefer still waiting on Robinson to pit. What are you thinking at this stage of the race, Baldy? Lap 31, you've done your 2 stops. What are your thoughts?
Everyone in front of me, please fall off.
Revelations?
That was my exact thoughts. Top 20, I'll be stoked. That's what I was thinking. In practice, I was the second slowest. So I just wanted to be in the top 20.
Fair enough. Of course, for those.
And survive.
What were you thinking at this stage, Tom?
What am I thinking at this stage?
Yeah.
Drop some sand out and win it. That's what he was thinking.
No, look, I was probably thinking if I can get back into the top 10, I'd be happy. Like I turned up at 8:20, no practice and just went bang. Yeah, just
One
have a
thing
bit
I
of a
found,
look
one
at this
thing I
pit
found with
strategy.
the car liked a heavy tank.
Yeah. So there's the
Definitely.
pit strategies there for those playing along at home. Now you can see a few went for the early stop. We're waiting to see Vaughan play out his next move. Schaefer's already done his second. Toft's got to do his second. Everyone else down the list up to right, Whiteman, O'Neill, Rose need to do their second stop, as well as Black and Leslie. I don't see Baldock in that list there, but I know he's done his second.
I'm gonna be honest, if Josh doesn't come around with a bottle of sheepdog for me with all this advertising, unbelievable.
I was talking to the great man this afternoon, getting himself sorted. So he's probably not going to see the sheepdog.
Poor guy with his back issues.
Yeah, of course, does the race control for us in split 3 as well. Does Josh. Greatly appreciated. Why am I looking at your car? Go behind Mr. Holly. Look at him go. Did anyone change tyres? I think most guys I spoke to changed once. Didn't change every stop. It usually took about 3 laps to get the heat back into the tyres. So if you can...
Kevin O'Neill went through the race without changing them. I know that.
You know that. Go,
Yes.
Kevy.
Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. I am going to leave chat now. So, Mark, you can start bagging me again.
Did Mark stop? I don't think Mark stopped, did he?
It's been a pleasure, guys. I'll catch you next week.
It's been a pleasure, hey? Yep.
Just calling out Mark how he invited me to the league by pressuring me to come in. And has been so happy because of how many fans it's brought along to the league. You're welcome, Mark.
All I'm going to say is...
Excuse me, it was only one split. It was only one split when I started. Now it's 4 splits. And
Ladies and
probably all
gentlemen,
me.
chat, you just heard the biggest bullshit artist in Australia.
That's right, and his name was Mark Dial talking then.
Dave Holly under pressure
boys.
from Koroleff. See you, Dave.
Anyway,
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only David Baldock
Has left the YouTube chat.
has left the building. And look, the numbers are going up of concurrent viewers. So, a bit of a slow race at the moment, everyone a bit spread. This is one of the battles on track. Lap 33. Have a look where Mr. Vaughan is. He's absolutely still giving it what for. 30. He's not scared to have a crack, Mr. Robinson. Car behind there, Darren Friend just lost his front splitter. Hey, Vaughan doing very well. He's still got to stop, so 22 seconds. He's got to hope he's only got a short fill. He's got a full fill, he's going to be in trouble. A little bit wide here. It manages to hang on, no. So Schaefer is our race leader with 2 stops. Actually races in blue Crocs, I believe. Mr. Wilson. I need that, yeah. Overrated. Vaughan doing very well, driving very composed. About to start lap 34. Lap count well and truly out of track at the moment, I think. Oh, hang hang on to it. Just manages to do so. Vaughan definitely racing at 11 tenths. That could have gone sideways very easy in the puddles.
There's nothing left in those tyres.
Nah, they're going to be feeling that now. Oddly enough, you did start to feel when you did losing a bit out of the tyres. Where is my mate, Mr. Friend?
Yes. Up 12.
Where? Going back here with Darren. I think he went in and stopped on that last lap, so he's out on cold tyres as well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Luke.
It was definitely a long race. At the moment, Vaughan Robinson's still out on track. He got 20 seconds, so he's losing a little bit. That gap is closing the chauffeur. They probably need to be a little bit careful staying out too much longer.
Was it about 30-second transit with a small stop? 32 seconds?
Yeah, about that. Gonna jump back to Kelleher. He's tucked up behind Tommy, so Tommy in P4. Oh, there's Bulldog. Oh, gotta go. Oh, Pete thought about it. Darren Vermey, you're going to drop down here for a second. He's tucked up behind Koroleff. Koroleff into 8th. Dave Holly tucked up behind these boys as well, so very tight battle pack here. Not sure why I'm not getting any time in my battle box.
Must be Woodlog.
Oh, we'll go back to that one. Hey, Darren hunting him down. Holly 2 seconds back. Jump back up with Tommy. Still under pressure from Kelleher, lap 35. Hey, Vaughan's still out in front. Still got to make that second stop. Of course, Vaughan racing in the over 40s at this stage. I was thinking, is he thinking of doing over 40s here where I said it was only 1 CPS this week? I might have said it was 2, but anyway, using the over rules, we do 1 CPS. So I was wondering whether he's thinking that. Still flying. Looks like the rain's getting a little bit heavier again. Oh, hang on to it, son. That's not the fast way.
Definitely the SVG one.
Definitely. Letting it all hang out. Not after midnight yet, or it might have been over the ditch.
Yeah. It definitely was over here.
He's definitely doing well though. Lap 36. Needs to get himself into the lane, I think. Get a new set of boots on.
Yeah, he's gonna just
Spend 3 laps and take 3 laps, get some heat back in and then go hard again. Ooh. See, the track's dried out a little bit at this stage. Puddles starting to disappear a bit. Because
Tend to go slowly comes in.
tend to go, surely be in this time. Car in front's just been off. No, he stays out for one more. A little wide. No, gets it back under control. Dougie right in the lane. That's not too fast there. That's caught him out a little bit. Let's just check on our good friend, Darren Friend. So he has got throttle problems. Trying to sort them out. Hope he realises that it's the right pedal, not the centre pedal.
Left.
That car not looking very healthy at all here at the moment. Just stops, no throttle, no go. This could get interesting. That is over. Very interesting spot to park that one up. And he stopped down there somewhere. The blimp can't see a hell of a lot with that.
I have lost my throttle.
And he's lost his throttle and not going anywhere. So he's parked on the outside of turn 7. That is not the safest spot in the world to be sitting.
No. We'll just bring his safety car.
Might just tow out, exit out.
He's not looking good there at all. Hey, could this be a late safety car? Could this bring everyone back together and make this interesting? And race control have called it. We are under safety car conditions. This is an opportunity for Robertson to get that second stop done. What does he do? I'm sure he's got to dive into the lane. He comes in the lane. No.
No.
No, that'll be a stop and hold as well. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that one. I'm getting back to that. So Darren parked out there on the curb. Like I said, not a safe spot to be sitting. We're just going to shuffle back a little bit. Definitely under safety car conditions now. Need to be eye out for yellow flags, the rest of it. And bang! No! A bit of contact under the old safety car. Of course, the other thing I remember, as we have a look where the safety car is, in the fancy RaceKraft livery.
I reckon it's a nice looking car.
And the other thing you got to remember at this stage, as we start to slow down a little bit, you got to remember at this stage, we've been going for 38 to 46 laps. This is split 4. We've got a lot of old people, a lot of unfit people, a lot of people with body parts that are barely hanging on. And it is absolutely been a very, very tough race in the spray and the wet. You've had to work 120% to keep these things on track. And yes, there is, Vaughn. It's on my list. It is, yeah, been an absolute hard and fatigue starting to kick in. So really, safety car at this stage for most probably would have been a breath of air to recharge. For quite a few, it would have been damp because that's going to put me under pressure. And we've talked about it all night, cold tyres. So what's the safety car going to do for our tyres? How slicker they're going to be with them cooling down under the safety car. So there's going to be a lot of questions coming up in the next lap and a half as we get ourselves sorted here. So just going to have a bit of a look through the field. We haven't had a look through for a while. A few liveries. Say good day to a few people. Timmy Hall. He's doing all right. He's in 23rd. Jeff Eddy has had some discos representing Team AJR. Doing all right there. Braden O'Loughlin from Frog Leap Juice. He's back there as well, representing the boys. Craig Rose from Quantum Racing. He's still running, doing a good job. He's up 3 spots. Pete Morris from Fishy Motorsports, he's up 2. He's done pretty well. Timmy Vermey, 1MLT, he's up 6. Simon Black from OSR, he's up 11 spots in the 17th. That is a great drive. Baldock up 6th into 16th. He'd be pretty chuffed with that. Remember, he said he wanted to be top 20, so he's well and truly in there at the moment. Dougie Wright. Someone goes to the lane. Dougie Wright, no, he's staying where he is. Dougie Wright's going into the lane. Darren Walden in 14th, down 5. Kevin O'Neill up 2. Phil Whiteman up 19 spots. He has done very, very well. Still hit it on lap 36. Johnny just missed out on the safety car. Ben Ree is up 8 in 11th. Dave Holly up 4 in 10th. And then we've got Darren Vermey. He's having another good night. Darren starting to drive with a lot of consistency, which is great to see. Mike Koroleff, the man second in the championship. Can he put pressure on KO with a good result? He's got to get a few more here. Hopefully the safety car might bring him back into it. Ernie Toff in 7th. Carl Pickering in 6th, up 2 spots. Great drive from him. See Pico there. Vaughan Robinson, after that late stop, gets himself back out in 5th, up 2. Pete Kelleher is up 8 in 4. A good drive from Pete. Tommy DeWitt is in P3. Went with the alternate strategy and looks like it might have paid off. Jeff Sanford up 3 in 2. And then Daniel Schaefer, of course, is our race leader as we're about to see lap traffic get waved by. And, of course, Sean van der Meulen driving the safety car. His arm will just about be back together soon, so we'll see him back in the main game for 9.5 Sim Sports next season. A few boys doing a little bit of weaving. And a few boys pulling out of the line. Go left and go right if you want to get past. So everyone from O'Neill, Walden, Baldock, Black, Vermey, Tim, Pete Morris, O'Loughlin, Hall, Leslie, Rose, White, Wright, Eddie will all be looking to get themselves past as we do the wave bys. Of course, the cars all slowed down. We're seeing a lot less spray being picked up as well. So we're going to see the track get wetter. And then we also noticed that the rains were starting to get heavier here as well. We are going to be on for a lovely dash to the finish. So it's going to turn itself into a sprint race.
This is going to be an interesting start. Restart, I should say.
It will be. Hopefully Sean can put the safety car in the lane pretty well. Interesting to see how he goes.
Oh, got someone there.
And Tommy DeWitt's joined us. How are you, Tommy?
John. G'day, Mark. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, mate.
Tommy.
What were you thinking at this stage, Tommy, under the safety car? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, just hoping that there's enough warmth in the tyres, and watching Peter very closely behind me. He's very quick. So, yeah, really just hoping it was over very soon, because I've had enough by this stage.
Could well be.
That spray was burnt into my brain, I tell you.
Yeah, it was definitely hard work. What was that, Roscoe?
I was saying he was stressing at this stage.
It was interesting because it was just like, here we are all of a sudden. It's like, we're going to have a dash to the finish here, and you sort of got used to racing with a bit of distance around you, and all of a sudden we're all going to be bunched up again, heading up into dry sack with no vision, and expecting someone to come through like a wrecking ball. And the other thing I was noticing was the rain was getting heavier. And as you can sort of start to see now, we're seeing tyre tracks and a lot more moisture on the surface.
Hot tyres, wet track.
Yeah.
Wet track and dry sack as a wrecking ball. So we will go green this lap.
Overlap there.
You can see there's a few boys in the back still trying to catch up. Everybody from 12th, so Whiteman, O'Neill, Wild and Bulldog. And Black.
Whiteman doing well up 19.
Yeah, doing very well, Phil. Of course, you missed Bulldog, Tommy.
Yeah, I did. I heard him with his carry-on, but there was standard baldy. Good value.
Van der Meulen takes the safety car away.
Here we go.
We went a little early-ish. We were about to get back into the main game here. What does Schaefer do? Does he go early? Does he go late?
Pop the last corner in. Yep.
Let's see how Van der Meulen brings it into the lane, more importantly. It's not too bad. You'd take that. You'd take that.
Nice.
Very nice. Unlike a good Dutchman. What does Daniel do? Does he go early? Does he go late? He's going to take him to the last corner here, I think. Not going to take him to the line. That'll make it interesting. Gets it into the corner.
Oh.
And we are go. A little bit of snap, but we are back to green flag racing. And Sanford tucked right up behind. Big Jeff doing a great job. The gold member himself. Kelly having a bit of a look on you, Tommy. Tucks back in. Robinson tucked in behind him. Definitely a bit happening here. What does Robinson do?
Yeah, traction was certainly an issue on the restart.
A little bit twitchy. And you see spray as well. And Robinson gets himself around. Koroleff looking to make a move on Toff, going a long way round on the reverse camber. Does he make that stick? Looks like he does. Let's get up into dry sack. Oh, not so dry sack. Schaefer, Sanford, DeWitt, Kelleher, Robinson. So seeing a bit of action already. It is our boatman doing it very well. Robinson's gone off. Not sure what's happened to Vaughan. He's just dropped down into 11th. That's quite costly.
Carl's moving up as well. He's had a good restart.
He has, hasn't he? He's up 3 into 5th. A little bit of a gap. Koroleff trying to sit on his heels. Yourself and Pete just in front of him. Let's jump back up here into the battle. There's Schaefer.
Jeff's not letting him go.
No, Jeff's keeping him honest.
Smelling a win here.
Yeah, he's probably wondering if I try and stick a nose in and go for the win, or just hold back and see what happens.
Just a tip, you reckon?
You can see the spray now, absolutely kicking up. Like, we didn't have this much spray before. I can see getting out of the line helps that little bit to see your braking point.
It's the end then.
Daniel just struggling to break clear of Jeff a bit.
Yeah.
Mind you, Kelleher's keeping you honest.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. He was getting bigger in the mirror.
Right up the clucker. But just the whole, restart, the rain getting heavier, cold tyres again. Just the perfect storm.
To be honest, it's pretty clean from everyone.
That was the big thing of the night. There was a lot of clean stuff happening. Tommy goes wide, opens the door a little bit for Kelleher. Kelleher doesn't slide through, but it does bring Pickering back into this battle. And of course, Schaefer and Sanford at the front still going toe to toe as well. Lap 43.
Yeah, I struggled with that last turn all night and I just couldn't get it right.
It's going to go back. Robinson putting a lot of pressure on Van Ree. Absolute battle here and a half. Robinson, as we know, has a fair bit of pace. And just going to go a little bit further back as well. Bulldog under a lot of pressure. Or putting pressure on Kevin O'Neill, and Morris behind putting pressure on him. Wrong camera, try that one. So battles everywhere. But you can see that spray they just made it so hard to see where you're going to go.
Majorly.
So easy to miss your braking points.
Oh no.
Only just missed. Only just. Baldy lucky to survive that one, and I didn't show it, but Baldy got past Kevin as well.
So Daniel's him up now. He's looking a lot more solid. He was that wide.
Tommy going wide there, trying a different line. That rain definitely getting thicker. I didn't see spray coming off puddles as well.
I know, you see.
What was the incident count? It wasn't very high, Sean. I think I was only 3 for myself, and I think a lot of guys were only 3 or 4. I think there was one driver, I think, that was over 17. That was surprising. Like I was expecting to be a lot higher. Schaefer though, still under a lot of pressure from Sanford. Sandman himself. Gold member. This is how I drive to work. Where are we, Vaughn? Come on, I missed turn 6. I have. No, I haven't. Still coming to it now. Oops.
I've lived in Melbourne for a while, I'd agree with that.
Yep.
too.
Dave Holly under a bit of pressure. And Pete Kelleher now started coming under a bit of pressure from Pickering behind. I'd have to look it up, but I think there was a couple of 0Xs. Someone talks, I'll get to that.
That wasn't good effort if the 0X. Right.
Great effort.
Looks like you got the gap on Peter there, Tommy. Come.
Yeah, I've managed to stretch it a bit, or I don't know if I managed to do it, or Peter made a little mistake, but he gave me some breathing room there for a while.
There, so running down the sheet, Dave Holly was a 0X, and he was the only one for the race. So, and Pete's going for a bit of an excursion. That's going to cost him a little bit.
Picks up another.
Jump back onto that one. Lap 45. Go a little bit further back. Hopefully I haven't missed this one. I don't think I have.
To the pass.
Oh, it could be for something. Yeah, Dave Holly was the only one with the 0X. A couple of guys with 1Xs like Simon Black, PJ Whitman. Darren Verme was 2, Carl Pickering 3, Jeff Sanford 3.
Off a century.
Really, really
Oh, here
great
we
pass.
go. Yeah. Bulldog, look at that for a pass. Wouldn't call it pass in the century.
Should have heard him in the comms. Couldn't hear him.
Yeah, getting right up behind him, having a good look. Schaefer though, he looks more balanced. That track now very wet again. White flag lap. Robinson absolutely 10/10 at the moment still as well. Dave Holly, he's doing pretty good, under a fair bit of pressure. In the top 10, in 9th.
Up 5 and
Yeah.
0X.
It's going to be a tough one tonight for the old Chubby Buns driver of the day.
Yeah.
Schaefer doing well. There's... Keep an eye on something.
They get loose now.
Bit loose, Jeff. Don't want to throw it away. Second in the championship with KO being absent. He's worth a lot of coin. Schaefer though, it's been a great drive. The boat skipper himself showing it how it's all done. Tommy DeWitt behind, starting to come under a bit of pressure from Pickering.
Go up to 4. Nice.
Pico was coming at me hard. I just wanted to get it home at this stage.
Hopefully I got enough time. Go back here, Mr. Robinson. He's still giving it everything he's got. He hasn't given up yet. Gets a bit loose again. Hang it all out, son. But it will be this bloke here. He has done very, very well. He's going to take the chocolates. A great drive from Mr. Schaefer over Mr. Sanford. And then we go across there. I'm just going to go a little bit further back. Mr. Toff in a little bit of trouble as well. That's just cost him a couple of spots. So let's hit my magic button here. We have Mr. Schaefer in P1. And then, of course, we finish ourselves off with Jeff Sanford in P2. Tommy DeWitt home in P3 on the podium. Great job. Pico, highest ever result of a P4. That is a sensational drive for him, up 4 spots. Mike Koroleff keeps that championship dream alive, finishing in 5th, up 5. Pete Kelleher up 6 in 6. Darren Vermey up 7 in 7. Ernie Toff manages to get back into 8th. Dave Holly, he is up 5 spots in 9th, and 0x race. Only driver in the race to be 0x. That is a fair effort. Some Muppet finished 10th. Phil Whiteman was up 20 spots in 11th. That is a great drive from him. Up 16 in 12th was Simon Black. Would have absolutely loved the rally style conditions. Vaughan Robinson ended up home in 13th. Darren Walden 14th. Dave Baldock up 7 spots in 15th. Can't believe I just said that. In 16th, Kevin O'Neill. In 17th, Pete Morris up 4 spots. Great drive from him. Braden O'Loughlin up 8 and 18th. Timmy Hall, Dave Leslie. And the next man was Timmy Vermey. He came home in 21st. Craigie Rose in 22nd, and 20th third was Dougie Wright. Great drive from everybody tonight. Just got to say, we might do drive of the day first. What are your thoughts, lads? I like
Phil Whiteman up 20. I think said he had 1x.
I like Phil. That's a decent drive to go 25.
Got a bit of a groundswell in the chat for Dave Holly with his 0x. Great effort from him.
Between Holly and Whiteman, isn't it? But up 20 with only 1x.
Tell you what, it's a top 10 from Holly as well. I think we might go with Dave. I think we might do that. Where are we? DOD. Hit the magic button here. Get that right. And we'll give it to Dave, the right driver as well. How many buttons I've got to press at the moment? And capital D probably works better as well. And there's no T in it. There we go. Dave Holly, congratulations, mate. You are the Chubby Buns drive of the day. Crowd favourite. A lot of people in there absolutely giving a fair bit for that one. It was very toss-up between Phil Whiteman and yourself, mate. We'll go with the crowd vote and give you that one. That is sensational. It was a very, very, very tough race in itself as well. Whereas we go back into here, and it is obviously still raining, I believe, as well. Buttons here to make sure I've got the right thing happening. I'm not sure if it is or it isn't. It is. Now, righto. That's better. That in the background. Righto. So we had Daniel Schaefer on pole. We'll start with you, Tommy. You're in the room here, mate. Who makes it happen for you? First of all, tell us about your race. How do you think you went? Was there any more in it for you? And of course, tell us about the different strategy that you ran with.
Happy with the result. I did manage to get a bit of practice in the wet, which really helped, and had a little bit of pace for hot lapping, but race pace, a bit of an unknown, and really just wanted to be able to get a decent start, stay out of some carnage, and get settled. When the SUP regs were a little bit different when we joined the race, it sort of threw a spanner in the works, and decided to try and go long and pit early, and I think it worked out all right. So, but yeah, probably one of the hardest races we've done, I think. Just all of the steering required and control. But But no, it's very enjoyable, and looking forward to some more wet races in the future. And I guess I'd like to thank Wodonga Carts and Parts for their support. We got Croc Promotion Carts, Troy at Stone Street Plumbing, Josh at Pool Guys. We've got Reg at LGC Images. Better thank Baldy, or never hear the end of it, at Dave 37 Racing, and Pecky and M1 as well for everything they do. Thanks, John.
Too easy, Tommy. And of course, the man in second was the Enigma himself, the gold member, Mr. Jeff Sanford. I know Jeff would love to thank the El Supremo, Neil Waters from Player One, and the rest of the team. He'd like to thank the league as well, Race Control Management, our broadcast. I know he loves what we do here. Being a South Australian and a Crow supporter, can't go too far wrong, Kenny. And then, of course, the man who won the race. What's that button? Don't need to hear that. The man who won the race was, of course, Mr. Daniel Schaefer. Couldn't make it with us tonight, but he just wanted to let everybody know, of course, Omen Racing, who he races with, and he'd want to thank everyone else as well. But he just wanted me to highlight the fact, and I will quote this: fancy a boat racer winning his first race in the pissing rain. That says everything in itself.
Sure. And John, I must admit I forgot to thank someone. I had to thank Pato for joining us while he's still recovering. Thanks for spotting Pato, and much appreciated, mate.
Too easy, Tom. Too easy. Definitely was a benefit having him in there last night. I will admit that much. And of course, so Daniel Schaefer, we've done that one. Next week, guys, we are actually, before we go to that one, we will have a very quick look at how this plays out in the championship. Mr. DC has decided to go to 2 drop rounds, so this makes this even more pertinent to have a look at as we move into round 8, 9 and 10. This is the leaderboard. On count back, KO Kinzel is leading the championship from Michael Koroleff, both on 867 points. 6 points behind. In third is Tommy DeWitt. 4 points behind him is Jeff Sanford. 1 point behind him is Daniel Schaefer. And then 7 points behind him in sixth is Pete Kelleher. That is 16 points separating first to sixth. That is how close this championship is. KO's had 2 weeks out of the seat. Hopefully he's got some pace to come back with, because these boys will eat him alive if they don't. And then in seventh, Brad Grant. Eighth is Ernie Toff. Rob Baxter shuffles down into ninth with that disco. And, of course, missing the last 2 rounds, that is going to be painful. In the 10th spot is Braden O'Loughlin. In 11th is Dave Baldock. In 12th is Darren Vermey. Great effort from him. Doing great to see him up towards the pointy end of the championship. 13th, Dave Holly. Darren Walden. Kevin O'Neill. Great result for him sitting there in 15th. Jeff Eddy. A little bit unlucky tonight, but he is in 16th still. Craig Rose, Dave Leslie, Doug Wright, and Anita Buckland, who didn't race last night, rounds out our top 20. So this championship is well and truly alive with 3 races to go, boys.
Yeah, that's top 5 spots of anyone's at the moment.
Absolutely anyone's. It's going to be really interesting. Of course, next week we are at the Bend. New track for everyone. Going to be difficult racing for everyone. And, of course, it is going to be the Enduro. We are here, going to be there 1 month ahead of Supercars when they go there for their first of the Enduro Cup for a 500k race. We are going to do our 300k race there with no co-drivers, just to make it even more fun. It is going to be a tough night out. I don't know if anyone's done many laps there yet, but it is a flow circuit. And if you lose your flow, you're going to be in trouble. And it's going... And your pit entries as well. And get used to 40Ks. That just felt wrong. It just feels so wrong. Yeah, it is going to be a tough track to race at. It's going to be an enduro. And while you're all enjoying that, just think of me sitting there at a comedy festival. Missing out. I know. Yeah, it will be a tough gig. for everybody, and it will be the first of what will set up the finale of our championship. We then go from there, we then go to Misano, another new track for everybody. And of course, an Italian style motorcycle track. So it's going to be flat cambers, it's going to be difficult racing, it's going to be tough, and people need to learn that circuit. And then after that, we finish off at the old favourite, Okayama. We only raced there a season or so ago. It is another tough track that you need to get 100% right. It's very technical, has a lot of fast corners, you don't get much of a break on it, and it will be a fantastic finish for round 10 with a non-drop round. So looking forward to seeing how everybody goes into the final finale. I know I'm missing the next 2 rounds, but the broadcast will still be on next Friday night. Friday after, I'm not 100% certain on yet. I'm waiting on what's going on with work. But yeah, so next Friday, I will be missing this week coming, but there'll still be a broadcast Friday night. May do some trickery with the server setup. So if the server for Split 4 does start at 7 p.m, don't be stressed. That's just me setting it up, so I'm recording it. On that note, I would like to greatly thank Roscoe for being awake in the witching hour. Some say it's his best hour. Looks his best about this time of night. Mr. Dial, of course, the Godfather himself, setting Bulldog straight tonight, which was fantastic. And Tommy DeWitt for coming in a bit later and joining us. And of course, we better thank Bulldog as well. It's not very often we get him in. I'd like to thank Kathy for letting him off the leash so he can come in and spend some time with us. And of course, would like to thank everybody out in the YouTube land. I think we had up to about 50 again in there at one stage last night. Absolutely, tonight. Great to have you all in there. It is great. The participation and involvement in the chat from everybody. That's what makes this broadcast work and work so well. Love to thank our race control for our split as well as all the other splits. Those guys do a fantastic job. And what was potentially could have been a very busy night for them was a quiet night. And I'd also like to thank our committee and the rest of the management team. I have been absolutely smacked out with work over the last 6 to 8 months. I know Scotty Van Loon has been exactly the same, and the step up and work from Bruce McLeod and Dave Coleman behind the scenes have kept this league absolutely running, and without those guys helping out Scotty and myself, we would basically be nowhere. Keep an eye out. We will, of course, coming into a season break, and because we haven't got a makeup round or anything like that, it will be an extra week, so I'm hoping to use that. So look out for about round 9 for when entries will come out for season 25. Hit the quarter ton up. Bet you didn't think you'd get there with that first race in Coda in the dark, Mark. So yeah, so season 25 entries will come out. There is something like 17 blokes on the wait list. So if you want to get involved, get yourself on that wait list. That's the only way you're going to get in. I'm not expecting everyone to get picked up this time, so it'll be very interesting. And keep an eye out for, we'll start getting tracks and all those things sorted. So just keep an eye out. In Discord, there will start to see a season 25 thread pop up with all the relevant information and everything in it. Yeah, looking forward to seeing where we go with season 25. It has been an absolute battle for season 24, but we are nearly done. And on that note, I am going to let you all chill out to the pleasant sound of the rain as we say goodnight to everybody, and say thanks for watching.
Introducing the RaceKraft PT1,
Thanks, boys.
custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 8040 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with the 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a RaceKraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The RaceKraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.